Oh, good, we have a map, because God knows I can't exactly remember where the hell I am right now.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'll do some exploration, as it were. So, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, welcome back to... sorry, I don't have a,
Ah, nuts, I forgot to do that too.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and hold things over here. What does this say? When will someone fix a... Oh, yeah, the bridge. Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Welcome back to, Bogar Mesek.
Bogar Mesek?
Yeah, which is, Hungarian.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, we got some comments, like, in the previous videos, like, giving us contributions as well. Someone said something in Greek?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so people are onto the game now, which I like.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I like when people join in on the game. Oh, cool.
I'll take that, sure.
Yeah, so we are exploring the rubber prison, aka Bug Halo.
Still funny to me. Dang it. Okay, this works.
Perfect. I was thinking about, I've seen a lot of crazy prisons in media.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one that was a tire.
We've seen ones that were circles. I don't know, like, I guess, like, circles... You either get circles or square prisons. Where are the triangle prisons?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of a triangle prison.
Where
off the top of my
are
head.
the triangle prisons, John?
Like, I don't know if I could do it for video games, but I could easily do a top 10 prisons in media in general.
Yeah, I'm down to, like, talk about that real quick.
Okay.
What are some ones that you can think of off the top of your head?
Since we don't know where we're going right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of just, like, seeing... I'm kind of just exploring a little bit right now to see, like, what I can do.
I think we got a key that we didn't have before. And I think that's the door it goes to. Yeah, the last thing we did last time was get that prison key.
That's right. Okay, so I think we can go from here now.
So, like, for example, you got, in The Last Airbender, you got the Boiling Isle.
That's true.
Which is, yeah, in a volcano that is flooded with water that is boiling. You got the Negative Zone. The Fantastic Four made a prison that is in the Negative Zone.
That's right.
So, like, it's literally in another dimension.
Isn't it also called the Phantom Zone?
Yeah. I might be mixing up my, like, the Phantom Zone and the Negative Zone and, like, the Null Void from Ben 10. I get all those confused sometimes.
Negative Zone is the title of Luigi's final smash in Smash Brawl.
Maybe that is what I'm thinking. Yeah, but in the Phantom Zone, which seemed like a perfectly impregnable prison. The problem was then they realized the Phantom Zone, is inhabited, and a nihilist showed up. And they were like, oh, we don't want to trap these people with a nihilist.
Yeah, that don't see. I recall, like, that was, like, the thing that kind of, like, put things into perspective with, like, evil Superman during the Injustice arc. Because, like, they had to banish him to the Phantom Zone after the fact.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think in Marvel it's the Negative Zone, and in DC it's the Phantom Zone.
I know for a fact that in DC it's the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, okay. And in Ben 10 it's the Null Void.
Yes. I know that because Amber is a huge, huge fan of Ben 10.
There's also another Marvel prison, I forget the name of it, I always called it the Shelf, but it's a prison designed by Hank Pym.
I know what you're talking about.
That is actually a scale model of a prison that he puts people in and then shrinks the prison down and puts it on a shelf.
Yeah, that's right.
So even if you escape, you're like the size of an ant.
What else? A couple from video games I can think of. Octopath Traveler 2 has a prison that you have to escape from at the beginning of one of the characters' stories, which is really, really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Gotcha. What else? There's plenty of prisons in video games. What's the one from Skies of Arcadia?
Well, Skies of Arcadia...
You don't escape from it, technically, but you have to, like, break someone out from it.
Because Valua itself, as a country, is hard to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Valuan Grand Fortress, but within that, there's also a prison that you bust Vise's dad out of.
So not quite as prominent.
I'd say it still counts. It's not so much the prison itself that's crazy as the country, which
that's
Vice
also
breaks
true.
out of
Yeah,
twice. I definitely had a whole bunch more when I started thinking about this topic, and now a bunch of them flew out of my brain.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. In Final Fantasy VII, you have a Corel prison, which is the desert below the Golden Saucer. So, like, it's kind of more that they, like, drop all the prisoners down there and let them, like, run a town that they'll never escape from. And then occasionally, when they need more jockeys for the Chocobo races, they get them from there.
Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, I think I skipped that. I think I messed that up.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to go up there. There's some famous prison, like, of course, there's the Raft from a lot of Marvel properties, and there's Arkham Asylum.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I keep forgetting that we can just, like, float everywhere.
A history book. A green book found in the rubber prison. It says, Ant Queen and her daughters came searching for. Searching for what? Also, what was that? Oh? There's a hole. Huh.
Does book go in hole?
I don't know. Speaking of which, actually, let me look at that real quick. If we go to,
I'm guessing, like, we can find a crank that goes in there.
Although it has been found, many explore looking for it in the name of the Ant Queen. The Ant Queen and her daughters came searching for. Okay, so we're putting together a whole history thing here.
Yeah, I'm guessing... I mean, I think it's just talking about the everlasting sapling, but...
Which, again, we didn't actually get too much information on what the heck the everlasting sapling truly is, and, like... That in and of itself, I think, is going to be, like, this huge, big reveal later.
That is one thing that, we haven't said very much in this Let's Play, but the game's full title is Bug Fables, The Everlasting Sapling.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Shortcut.
Very nice.
I'm just gonna, like, see if I can make my way around here first before I start getting into too many battles. What did I just say? Well, alright then. I guess we're doing this then.
Yeah, relay.
And down you go.
So I do want to get the rest of the ribbons for Shawnee, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite is just the extra damage.
Yeah, I was actually looking at some of the comments, and, like, someone did say that, yeah, the other ribbons in and of themselves aren't all that great. The main killer for them is that they cost TP to use.
Yeah, if it just made it so that, like, her attacks always had a chance to do a status effect, I'd like it more.
Yeah, that would be different. Oh, well.
Do you want to do a pep talk?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I gotta remember that he basically has a revive ability.
Yeah, he has raise. Speaking of Skies of Arcadia, which we mentioned before, I want to do a shout-out for Zaffre Revolution's latest video. He did a really great review of it. I remember he advertised that video a week before it came out, and I said it was very bold of him so early in his career to review the best game of all time.
Yeah, like, I still think even nowadays, guys... I was actually talking to a few friends on Discord, right? And we were actually talking about some of our favorite games. And yeah, one of them did mention Skies of Arcadia, and a lot of us basically just agreed that, yeah, like, Skies of Arcadia, even nowadays, is still a very worthwhile, like, game to play.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily, like... The battle system, like, isn't crazy, though I do think it's really good. It's just, I don't know, it leaves you with a great feeling. It's got this sense of exploration thing down pat.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, what are some games that you know for a fact are old and, like, you know, they haven't been, like, relevant for a while, but you still feel are definitely worth playing even today?
Well, this transitions me nicely because very recently I played Final Fantasy VII, the PS1 version of it, and I'm playing the remake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a game I really think people should check out, even though it's outdated in a lot of ways. Oof.
That's okay.
But yeah, just finish him off. Yeah, I think there's a lot of really interesting stuff being done in Final Fantasy VII. I was really impressed, because, like, I knew the whole plot going through.
Yeah, of course.
But I was really impressed, I guess, how much, like, nuance there actually is to its themes. Warning, main power generator is damaged. Please turn on backup power to continue.
Good to know.
Like, it's so easy for games to just do a, like, nature good, technology bad thing, but that's not what Final Fantasy VII is saying at all. And just, like, how, for, like, the themes of the game, how, like, most of the game really is in service of these major themes, which... It's, like, a lot of environmentalism, a lot of stuff about identity, and a lot of stuff about loss, because Hironobu Sakaguchi... Or no, sorry, Tetsuya Nomura. Tetsuya Nomura has mentioned before how, like, during the previous game, while working on 6...
Yeah.
He had lost his mother, and how he kind of wanted to, like, explore loss in video games. I love the daddy long-legger.
We're gonna have to get more of those later. I am lucky he didn't attack V.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't hit V. So it's kind of... Which seems like 3 separate things, but I feel like the game ties it together really well. Because it's a game about living in the world and your significance in it.
Yeah.
Like, with the...
Ah, shoot, that was my bad.
The idea of the life stream as a plot element, like, I think, like, ties all of that together. Because there's this interesting thing about how, like, at the end you're trying to activate the Holy Spell. That's, like, the only thing that's going to save them from Meteor.
Yeah.
And the point of Holy is... It's a spell that, like, lets the planet, like, basically purge out anything that's bad for it.
Yeah.
And keep only the good stuff. And the characters themselves aren't sure. Like, Bugenhagen even says, like, I wonder what the planet will think of humanity if it'll consider that as, like, something it needs to cast out. Like, Like,
Yeah?
before we had sequels and stuff, the ending to Final Fantasy VII was very open-ended. It was a lot like Mother 3's ending, where, like, did anybody survive? We know Red 13 survives because we see him again, but besides that, we don't really know.
Yeah, especially because, like, the game makes it no secret that, yeah, a lot of the people in the world, like, you know, with how they had to deal with Shinra and everything, it's not good. So it's like, you know...
Yes.
Like, a lot of it is like, oh, geez, I hope everything is okay. Oh.
History books.
So if we find all the history books...
What? That's it?
It was just a bunch of books, so...
Nonsense. There must be some sort of order we're missing.
Ugh! We're gonna have to read them?
Oh, God. Oh, God. I see where this is going now. Wonderful.
But that's where the themes of identity comes in, because... So, like, in the, like, point of no return kind of part where the game's telling you, like, hey, we're going towards the end game soon, Cloud says, like, we might not be coming back from this fight tonight. I want you to, like, go out, see what you want to see, be with the people you want to be with, think about why you're doing this, you know, and if after the case you, like, decide you don't want to come back, it's not worth it, you know, that's up to you. But, like, the point of that kind of is that, like, you're proving humanity's worth, and I think that's where identity comes in a lot. Because all of the characters in the game, more or less, have, like, some outside force telling them who they're supposed to be. I'm not putting this very, eloquently. But, like, it does tie in with, like, it's not just, like, literally environment, it's, like, about being part of the world, and how you can only do that if you're being true to yourself.
Like, if I may make a comparison,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter actually kind of, like, brings this up a little bit, where, like, the whole idea with, like, the Elder Dragons is that they basically manipulate the environment. The Elder Dragons themselves are the ecosystem, so... Monster Hunter World and a kind of sort of Rise brought up the question of, like, are we as hunters interrupting the ecosystem and, like, making it so that the world is not staying in its natural state? But then they were like, no, we have to do this. We are still important here because if we let the natural ecosystem do its thing, then the world might as well be destroyed. So, no, hunters are not interrupting the ecosystem. We're part of it.
Yeah. Which I think is true of Hunter. Like, I've never wanted to... I've never been interested in hunting, but it is true that, like, you know, if done responsibly, hunters have a place in the real world's ecosystem. Okay, although it hasn't been found, the Ant Queen and her daughters came searching for the everlasting sapling, a relic that granted eternal life. So,
although it hasn't been found, many explore looking for it in the name of the Ant Queen. So, yellow, green?
The first one was green, actually, but,
red.
Yeah.
The bright-looking one, the
that
middle-looking one, and... Oh, my bad.
Okay, so...
No. Okay, slow down. This
That
one,
That one.
this one, and this one. More?
We need to find more books.
Okay, so, seems like that's gonna be a thing then.
Don't you hate when you miss a cycle like that? You gotta sit and wait.
Yep. But, yeah, I still think, is this the... Okay, there you go. I assume that's the bridge that they're complaining about, like, not being fixed. Anyway, I did see this over here.
Yeah, so we need to find at least one more book. Oh, these are the ants that work here that I guess were trapped. I'm the security chief here. Or at least I was. After this, I am totally retiring. What a humiliating situation.
Ugh, the wasps trapped us here. Something is blocking the door and we can't get out.
I know we're in a difficult situation, but this here is the backup generator room. The wasps damaged the computer, but the only way to turn the backup power on is to spin that crank. Do you have any way to do it?
As a matter of fact, we do.
Yeah. We've been doing that since Chapter 1. Well, really since Chapter 2.
Alright,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, sit tight, guys. We'll find a way to...
Oh no,
that rock.
it's right here. Oh, you're telling them to sit
Yeah,
tight.
they're...
Isn't the power on? Why is it not working?
Just kick it.
This is valuable government property. We can't just...
Just kick it.
hit it with your horn? Or...
Whoa! It actually worked!
See?
Whatever. Let us see what we can do with this terminal. Toggle positions of the cafeteria tables.
Oh, so I guess we have to go back down to the cafeteria?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm still curious as to what that lever does.
I think that's just supposed to turn the computer on.
Okay, so where's the cafeteria again? That was funny. Okay, I think I actually know something about that in particular.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna have to go left there at some point, but... There's not... Can you hit that switch that's back there?
And then go back and see if we can go into that cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember those, levers in particular are...
Yeah, all the bars are on
Yeah,
one
yeah,
switch.
there you go. Get out of here. Is this a gym?
You gotta have a gym in a prison. Every prison has a gym.
That's true. Oh geez, this is a lot. So while I take care of this, another game that I feel like is worth playing even nowadays is Chrono Trigger. Especially because for how for it being a JRPG, it's a very bite-sized game, and to its benefit, if you ask me.
Definitely, like being older, it is in a lot of ways harder to make. Whenever I'm playing video games now, I always want to be achieving something, and it's harder for me to get into games that are going to be really, really long.
Yeah,
because I just don't feel like I have all Saturday afternoon to while away on a game. Like when I'm playing something, I want to know that I'm doing something. So I really appreciate Chrono Trigger for that. It does respect your time.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I'm not gonna worry too much if he steals that crunchy leaf, but at the same time, I do not want to lose it entirely. He's probably gonna...
I don't think there's anything we can do about that.
At least it was just a crunchy leaf.
What do you think about Ocarina of Time? Is that a, must... Would you say that's, one still worth playing? Besides just,
I know there's plenty of people out there who would be like, oh yeah, Ocarina of Time is an absolute must-play. I've come to terms with the fact that, no, it doesn't really have to be. Particularly because, not everyone has to play every single game out there.
Yeah.
Is Ocarina of Time still a worthwhile playthrough even nowadays? I still believe so.
I think it will be for a lot of people. I think there's also a lot of people who won't get anything out of it.
Yeah, but that's just how it is sometimes. Ocarina of Time, I feel, is still worth a playthrough, specifically because it was the game that kind of pioneered how 3D adventure games, operate nowadays.
Yeah.
Which, on the other hand, another game that I feel is definitely worth playing even now is, Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
I recently watched a playthrough, that Maximilian dude, the fighting game guy, do of Super Mario 64 because, because of the Mario movie, he was like, oh, you know what, yeah, I'm kind of curious as to, what this game is all about. Sure, why not? I'll see what this whole thing is. And, to my surprise, he was very much enjoying himself.
Oh. I think you're gonna have to hold that boomerang on the crank and then bounce.
Ah, cool. Oh, V is probably having the time of her life right now.
Speaking of 3D platforming.
as I was saying though, right?
Yeah.
I was actually really impressed watching him play through Super Mario 64 because he was like just not getting it at first. Because, you know, he's not used to those kinds of games. He's a fighting gamer.
Yeah.
That's his thing. But, the thing that really caught me is that he spent a good, like, 30 minutes, like, at the very, very start of the game, just experimenting with Mario's movement.
And I think that's why, like, you know, to the game's credit, it starts you out in that, like, open area in front of the castle, and then there's, like, a pretty big, like, lobby area before you go into one of the worlds. Like, the game really gives you the room to just, like, dick around with the controls, which is the best way to learn them.
I actually think that is, like, a really, really smart choice on Super Mario 64's part, is that, yeah, we're not gonna, like, stick you with all these tutorials or anything. Like, yeah, there are signs around here that will tell you all the controls and, like, tell you, like, how things can be done. But, we're not gonna tell you. We're not gonna force you to, like, look at those signs. That's all up to you.
Yeah.
From there, here's a big area where you can just figure things out for yourself.
Yeah,
and that's, like, one of the things that, like, I think makes Super Mario 64 work even now, is just giving people the opportunity to just figure things out and do all these cool things. That's why speedrunning has become such a big thing with this game, and how, like, glitch exploitation has become a big thing of this game, because people took the time to figure it out.
Yeah.
The only thing I think Max mentioned, and I agree with him on this, that Super Mario 64 had not aged well with, is camera control. Like,
it was like one of the first 3D cameras.
Yeah, like the game fights you for camera control, but he also acknowledged that, you know what? Like, even then, like, nowadays this doesn't fly. Back then, this shit was insane. Like, the fact that you are able to, like, control the camera to see where you're going and you got a full 3D scope.
I would argue the fact that it's called a camera is because of Super Mario 64, because they presented it to the player as Lakitu carrying a camera.
Especially because, when you take it into account, for animators, and I remember Mockrock talking about this, this is the kind of thing that animators have to keep in mind when it comes to the difference between animating for a movie or a cartoon and animating for a video game. For a cartoon, you already know what the audience is going to see, and that's just a matter of animating that specifically.
Yeah.
When it comes to animating a video game, especially a 3D video game, suddenly animators have to keep in mind, oh, like, what if they see this character from this angle? What if they look at this character from that angle? If they just stand still there, like, are they just gonna be seeing, like, an idle animation? We gotta spice it up a little bit more. Like, that's why Link has, idle animations where he's, like, you know, adjusting his gauntlets or, like, you know, fixing up his shoes. It's a really interesting, like, theory behind animating for video games as opposed to animating for literally anything else. So yeah, I still think Super Mario 64 is a worthwhile playthrough nowadays, and Ocarina of Time, like, not just because of the fact that they pioneered a lot of, like, modern day, like, video game mechanics, but also because for pioneers, they did it really well.
I think, yeah.
Like, yeah, they were the first at it, but you know what? We've had people who've done the same thing that those games did in the future, and worse. Like, for the first time that it happened, it was a really, really good first time.
I like comparing games to, like, other games that are coming out around the same time, like Crash Bandicoot would be, like, another, like, really early 3D platformer that was successful.
Yeah.
But comparatively, it doesn't even, like, try the same kind of thing that Super Mario 64. There's no controllable camera.
Yep.
You're still doing mainly linear levels, and if not linear, then just, like, branched levels.
And, like, that alone is, like, you know, just... It's interesting to, like, figure out, like, that sort of theory later on, when it comes to just, like, you know, understanding how video games have evolved over the years. And that's, like, understanding how these mechanics, like, were treated. Not just by, like, you know, other developers, but also by, like, the same developers that, like, you know, use those mechanics. Suddenly, like, okay, what did they do to improve them? This might be a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
But, I actually think Super Mario 64's,
Wait, before you go back, I saw a key down below the ledge there. If you go to the right a little more. Military right.
Oh.
Right behind those bars, there's a key back there. But I guess I don't know how to move those bars. Yeah, the wooden bars work on a different system, so...
Ow.
I don't know if that's something we could do yet or not.
I imagine there's got to be some kind of switch around here somewhere or something, right?
There's not a way to get there from the room the ladybug's in, is...
That's what I thought.
I was like, is there a crack in the wall? Yeah, I think that might be what we had to do.
Found it!
Nice.
Yeah, because that switch was different than the others. Ow.
Okay. Do you want to check the room to the right of here first? Because I don't remember where the cafeteria is, but I know we want to go back there.
I think this just leads to a dead end.
But yeah, definitely if you are interested... Yeah, you're right. If you are interested in, like, video games as an art form, and, like, how we've developed new tools and new ways of designing things, then definitely a lot of these games are good to try out. If you don't really care about that, then, you know, I'm not somebody who's going to be like, you've never played Ocarina of Time?
Oh, absolutely. Like, not everyone will be able to play every single thing out
Yeah.
there. Like, that's just the truth of it. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, those games are so old, right? Like so old. Like, how can they still be good? And it's like, well, Super Mario World is still good nowadays. That's another game, in my opinion, is Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was premium platforming, like, just
yeah.
in general.
Yeah, most 2D platformers, I feel, that were good at their time still hold up.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck?
I didn't even see what you landed on.
I landed on a bomber.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, we're having a rough start here.
It's cool. I can do this. I can do this.
One I'm not particularly crazy for, like... I've played it a few times. I don't really love playing the original Legend of Zelda on the NES.
I'm not a huge advocate for that one either. Specifically because, well, it's a frustrating game to go through. Like, even if you are the type of person who's like, oh yeah, I love figuring this kind of thing out. Yeah, that's great and all, but the game doesn't have a lot of really good convenience, like, past that first screen.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, obviously you're going to go into that cave that's, like, you know, right there conveniently, which is going to, like, you know, lead you to getting the sword and everything.
Yeah.
But, like, on the one hand, okay, yeah, like, I understand, like, that's good conveyance, but two, why not just start with a sword?
I kind of like that, actually. That's, like, the one bit of, like, really good game design I do like, is that it makes you go into the cave for the sword.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, then what do you do afterwards? Because, like, there's, like, a crap ton of, like, options for you suddenly.
Yeah, after that, it's like, I don't know where to get... Like, I think the game could have done with more direction.
Yeah, give me a bit here. I'm, like, figuring this out. We're running out of options here.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for running.
I can do this. I can do this. Is it hot in here, Mrs. Puff? Ooh, okay.
Good blocks.
Okay. I'm learning.
So I'm a little nervous because we kind of have a lot we stand to lose.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Do you want to just use a good healing item on Kabu?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, I got this.
I'm feeling better now than I did a minute ago.
Oh wow, she's still pierced.
Yeah, because of that
Antlion jaw, yeah. Yeah, that's hard to block.
Nice.
Might as well get at least some passive healing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that you do that because I can just get you out with
Yeah,
Leaf.
that's basically wasting a turn. Alright, no damage for Shawnee, but...
Okay.
You're getting good on those blocks.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, we're good. We're good.
Good recovery.
Hell yeah. We're getting close to a level
Close
up,
to
too.
a ping.
Did you... I fell right on top of the darn guy.
Yeah.
History book. Ah, the Kingdom of Bagaria. Many explorers gather there. That's the first one.
That sounds like the first. Okay, and we turned off the weird cannons that are in the cafeteria.
I don't get it. What was the purpose of this?
I guess those tables would have been down before, so we wouldn't have been able to get through. We would have just been destroyed by those cannons, but the tables blocked them long enough for us to get to the spring.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's just that we hadn't gone to this room before, so we didn't even know there was something to do here.
Yeah, now there should be another, thing around here somewhere, right? So this is where the gym is, and we got that.
Yeah.
So I'm still missing something.
We're gonna have to hit a switch to lower that gate.
No, we can just go here.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so let's flip the question a bit here.
Alright.
What's a game that, like, what...
That already doesn't hold up. Sorry, no.
I mean...
A game that's new that already doesn't hold up.
I mean, there's plenty of those, but
Yeah.
what's a game that, what's a game from the past that you're like, yeah, this is a piece of history, don't play it? Like,
I mean,
don't even bother.
Yeah, because I would say with the original Legend of Zelda, like, I'd say only bother if you're a big Zelda fan and really want to see where that started.
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't say Zelda 2.
I like playing Zelda 2. This is my hot, spicy take.
Really?
Is that I think Zelda 2 holds up.
Wow.
It is a game that you have to get good at. You just have to.
That's true.
To be
like,
able to play it, but...
As someone who has played Zelda 2 and actually does enjoy it, even I can recognize how bullshit that game can get.
Yeah. It's... I mean, for those of you who, like, really like Dark Souls, give Zelda 2 a try. I'm serious.
You're not entirely wrong. Like, that's actually... at least that Dark Souls style challenge, I suppose you could say. I'm gonna save real quick. Just so I don't run into a problem.
The system of, like, how you can attack high or low, and your shield, like, is at the same elevation that you're attacking, is, like, Makes for really interesting, like when you're fighting Iron Knuckles in those games.
I was just about to mention the Iron Knuckles.
It's so tense, and you just have to be good at it.
How is it that the Iron Knuckles are, like, constantly, like, some of the best enemies in the entire franchise?
I'm honestly pretty surprised we still haven't gotten either Iron Knuckles or Dark Nuts in Tears of the Kingdom / Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's true, honestly. Dude, Iron Knuckles would work so well in Tears of the Kingdom's engine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like... Because Breath of the Wild, I felt, was lacking in enemy variety. I think Tears of the Kingdom gets there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so blue, then top. That one. Then top.
There you go. Ah,
And that goes in the hole.
So where do we put the wooden crank? Down the hole.
Down the hole.
Alright, we're figuring this out. Cool. Can I just jump down here? Yes, I can!
Oh!
Ah! Shortcuts, baby! Speedrun tech!
I had to think of it... I had to think of it like a tire.
Really? That's how you do that?
I can see why they took that crank out. That bridge is dangerous.
And hey, there's the last part for the key that we need.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's making me wonder if this, like, room was even, like if this is supposed to be an out-of-the-way room.
I might as well top myself off.
Yeah.
Now, before we go in there, I'm gonna... Oh!
No.
Oh!
Yeah, I think that room is the side. Okay, so everyone, the Wasp King is here.
Whoa! Such poor defenses. This is to be expected from those ants.
Stop right there! You're done!
How many times must I knock you down before you learn? Third time's a charm, eh? I don't have time to deal with vermin. Ultimax!
Ultimax is back,
Oh my god, what?
and he's got a tank. What in the sideways beast stinger is that?
Oi! That's cheating!
My king, I am here to carry out your will. Make it quick and painful. Do not let anyone cross this door.
Let's follow his advice. Quick and painful.
Your journey ends here, at the hands of General Ultimax. I'm trying to do Bison's
At
voice
the
for this.
hands of M. Beeson. Alright.
Oh my god, the music. Kind of a military ballad type of
Yeah.
thing here going. Ultimax tank.
We will not be intimidated by your advanced weaponry. You cannot stop us. My horn can still pierce through. For Bulgaria, I'll take this thing down.
I'm really glad I topped us off before we crossed that bridge.
Yeah, I'm really glad you saved before we crossed it. Somehow I don't think we'll be able to freeze this.
I'm just curious here. Needle pincer. Ah, nuts. I forgot she has the additional attack.
Okay. Oh, we got some delayed missiles.
Oh, that's fine actually. Okay, I see what you got here.
Yeah, we know we can use a bubble shield.
Yep, you and I were thinking the exact same thing here. Let's use some of these more damaging abilities here. You're our DPSV. Alright. So far, not bad.
Yeah, so I think this turn we're getting the missiles coming down.
Yep, Bubble Shield Light.
Diet bubble shield.
Yeah, that extra hit on V's Beamerang is, like, really making a difference.
Good old DPS. Awesome.
Nice! Okay, that's a good strategy for this. Because we're low on healing items, I'm gonna keep ourselves topped off.
Okay. Just watch your TP because we're gonna want the double shields.
Of course. Oh, jeez. I am scared of this. Because, like, he's in a stance.
Yeah.
I'm not taking chances. Bubble shield.
Alright.
May righteousness be our shield.
Shield of justice!
Ah, nuts. Oh?
Okay.
Oh, that worked! Leaf and Enrique would absolutely get along.
Yeah.
That did take up Leaf's whole turn, but that's fine. We're gonna need another bubble shield for V later.
So does his cannon not work anymore now, so he has to throw bombs?
I'm fine with this.
Got a little bit of a Vulcan Raven going on here.
How does metal taste, Shawnee? Yeah, the strategy with the bubble shield is
Yeah.
really working.
Oh, but now we have two different people being targeted.
That's fine, that's fine. We're doing fine here, honestly. Like, he's already down to 20.
Yeah. Up, calling reinforcements.
That's fine, honestly.
Yeah, he only has 5 HP.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm not taking chances, though. May righteousness be our shield.
Shield of Justice! V can take that out. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Shawnee and Kabu handle that.
Okay.
I don't even have to do anything.
He's trying to paralyze us. Very nice.
Deja vu, I have been to this place before.
Alright. Not the most impressive showing and Beeson, but it was fun.
Terrorize the tank, may it terrorize us no more.
I love how you did that with a fail.
Oh, no! My Ultimax tank! How could you?
The tank that was named after me!
Oh, we're not done!
Look at his stupid face! Amazing.
Oh, the missiles were left over.
Yeah.
That's fine. Pep talk. There we go. Ah, wrong one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna ping after this fight, too. He's got, like, the same, like, block pattern as those drill hornets.
Johnny!
Okay, I'll be honest, I was kind of like, mid on this fight. Like, this is good, not great. that like, last segment put it over into great.
Definitely. That was awesome. Okay, I say we go for TP this time.
Okay. Yeah, we seem pretty happy with our badge loadout.
No! You won't pass! No one can pass!
Knock it off. You already lost.
No one will pass! Those are the king's orders! I have to follow the king's orders! I must follow!
This isn't normal.
That wasp in the kingdom said everyone's gone nuts. Could this one be controlled too?
Just let us pass.
You will have to crush my body!
That works.
That king employs such distasteful tactics. Let's leave this poor guy to the Ant Kingdom.
Indeed. Let's secure the area so reinforcements can come in. Then we'll have to give swift chase. I will send the signal.
Nice.
Mathiva? There's so many people here. Great work clearing the way, Team Snake Mouth.
Yeah, it's gonna be smooth sailing from here.
We cannot celebrate yet. The Wasp King is brutally powerful.
He's gonna pay for bruising you.
Indeed, but for now, we are fortunate to have gotten this far.
I think you were the Wasp Queen, too.
Oh yeah.
Are we sure it's alright, everyone having come? Queen Bianca has gracefully offered to protect the Ant Kingdom while we fulfill the mission. Whoa! I thought she was a super pacifist!
Can't reason with a mad bug.
My knights and trusted explorers, make the final preparations. We venture into Giant's Lair, No Bug's Land. None have returned from it. We have no legends, no way to know what's inside. But if we do not face this challenge, we don't deserve tomorrow's freedom. Let us pray to Venus and charge.
What a magnificent rally! I'm really pumped.
She's come far, hasn't she?
Even you were moved, Leaf.
Time to kick some butt! It's time. Bagaria will be saved today. But I too will reclaim my people. Let's go!
Mathiva.
Idols first!
You really want to go first, Mathiva?
Alright,
I think that's gonna be it for an episode, but we get a path back to the mines here.
Oh, nice. And, what do we do with that prison key?
Oh, it's the elevator. I think it unlocked it for us.
Oh, I see.
I think we would have had to use that key to get a quick way back to the beginning of the dungeon, but
Is it still in our inventory? No, it is
no,
not.
we used it for us.
Okay, yeah, that works perfectly fine. Saving!
Alright, well, that's the end of Chapter 6. One chapter to go.
Alright.
Until...
That was pretty awesome, honestly.
It's cool to see the entire group together.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and have our little conversations with everyone next time.
Alright, so until then, I'm the Comic Foil.
I'm the Green Scorpion.
And we'll see you next time for the Bug Evolution.
The what?
I don't know, like it's a revolution, but...
The, Nah, what's it? I'm trying to think.
The last Bug Sade.
The Insectrection.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay, there we go.
We'll see you next time for the Insectrection.
Insectrection. Okay. I hate myself.
Nobody expects the
The Spanish Insectrection.